So Gaffer, looking back on last Saturday at York, we created the chances, we played well in spells but got undone by a mistake. Is it frustrating that the chances just aren't going in for us at the moment?
Yeah, it's very frustrating because we were very, very close to having 6 points, let alone no points over the last couple of games. So we've just got to understand football. Sometimes that happens. It's not nice when you're fighting to get off the sort of relegation zone, but we will do because I think we're doing enough to warrant a win pretty soon. And then you've got to get a couple of wins together. Now you've got to go at some point on a run. But as you say, it wasn't a total disaster in not picking up any points. But as you say, we had opportunities in both games to come away 1-0 winners, if you like, or 3-2 in our favour for the home game, because we had the header cleared off the line and they went up the other end and actually got the winner. This was in the game at home. And then second one, Jarvis, obviously went through, hit the goalkeeper in the face, struck it well, and then 10 minutes later they go up the other end and score against us. As you say, it wasn't just one mistake though, it was one or two mistakes. We lost it at the back there, and then obviously the ball went under mark, which is unusual because he'd been playing very well. So we still lost the game, so we're still going to be disappointed, frustrated, as you say. But the next game gives us a chance to get on the winning run if we can. Although we won't take these lightly, that's for sure, because they've got nothing to lose. It's a sort of a free hit for them. But I'm sure their manager will be saying, these are not winning games. We'll be able to get at them, and they won't be confident. But we'll wait and see on the day.
Now, 2 loan signings came in last Saturday in Dylan and Chin, and they both played last week. Seemed to fit in well. Was you glad to see that they was maybe a little bit of tweaking here and there were what you were expecting? Yeah,
obviously we knew enough about them to put them in the team straight away. I mean, obviously Dylan came on after 15 minutes, then he didn't start, and we were planning on maybe bringing him on late on, but with Dan Martin's injury we had to bring him on sooner, and then we changed our shape accordingly. Actually, they had a good first 20 minutes, half an hour, and then we went to a new shape, got Dylan in wide right, and we looked a little bit more comfortable. So we'll have to wait and see what we do this week. But and Chin done his job, I thought, and he's going to be a threat in both boxes, and that's what we needed. Unfortunately, there's nothing to do with him, the goal against, and we were pleased with him. So they were 2 at the moment. I know that they're going to be 2 decent signings.
Now, we step away from the league this Saturday and into the FA Cup as we face Hampton Richmond in the 4th qualifying round. Do you feel that this gives you a good opportunity to maybe get some momentum going into the next batch of league games?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a different competition, so everything's fresh. It's a one-off game, so we've got to make sure that there's no losing this one, then got to win the next one. We've got to make sure we win this one, and you've got to do everything you possibly can to win it. Now we're at home, and we need a win at home. That's what we need. But we need to get through to the FA Cup first round proper. That's what we want to do as well. So it's take a big effort again, and but it's one that is an important one to get the win, and then you have to get your first home win in the league, and then you're getting on your way. You're 2 wins on the trot. That's going to be important to us.
What do you know about Hampton and Richmond? Have you obviously seen all the videos of them and things like that going into to kind of plan what your effort is going to be this week?
Yeah, we have. Downsy and Louis, they're the ones that sort of put all the pictures together and not the tactics, but the opposition's strengths and weaknesses. And then I get to hear about them, which I have done just before you boys come in here, so that we're ready to do the training against what we think they may or may not play. And again, you go for their weaknesses and you're aware of their strengths. I think it's a lot about us as well. It's about what we do, because at this point, when I say we know everything about them, some people might say, well, are you doing too much on the opposition and not enough on ourselves? We do a lot on ourselves, but we just give the boys the information that they need so that nothing shocks them. They need to know who the real quicken is so they don't get caught right at the start of the game. They need to know who the big uns are in the penalty area, you know what I mean, so who to pick up, so on and so forth. So always by the time the game comes round, we'll know more or less. You can't always be 100% sure, because for instance, the last game they changed from a 3-5-2 to a 4-3-3, and it doesn't sound like a big change, but it just meant that some of our players had to adjust to picking up someone else rather than the one they were given, and it took us like 10-15 minutes to get that sorted out, but it was still 0-0 at the time.